Hello everyone, hello. Hope everybody have an amazing day. Hold on. The energy come through a little bit. So I had like 3 different things I was going to talk about, but I don't like premeditated conversations. So I'm going to try to just freeform. But what you looking at? What game is that? Oh, okay. Talking to my son. But yeah, hope everybody have an amazing day, amazing time. You know, wherever you at in the world, be thankful as always. You're waking up and everything. So I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna start with this. So I was in the kitchen, and we had this microwave that we had probably about like 3 months now. And probably like 2 weeks ago, I tried to put some popcorn in there. And normally, you have the popcorn button. It wasn't up there. So I had to put the timer of what it is. And I think I burnt the popcorn a little bit. Because normally I depend on the little button. Because it's weird how you can put the amount up there, but it's different from the actual button when you click on it. I don't know what it is about it. I think the frequency is slightly different. However, today I opened the microwave to put my cup in the microwave. I'm trying to make me some coffee. Lo and behold, on the inside it's a whole bar of different buttons you can click on for like popcorn, vegetables, meat, and all of that. And I'm sitting here this morning thinking, how in the heck I didn't see that? I open this thing up every single morning, at least every single day, every single morning, to put my cup of water in the microwave so I can make my instant coffee. I did not see this barcode on the inside. So when you open the door, right there in that little cuff where it closed, it's there. I didn't see it. So something was like, it wasn't meant for you to see it. It wasn't time for you to see it yet. And I'm sitting here like, but I pay attention to details. How in the world I didn't see this? I'm looking at it every day. When I say I pay attention to details, it could be something small on the floor that could be a sign. It could be something outside, the time of the day, the way the sun is, the way something, even my son, my actual son, he could be watching something and they could be singing in the back, like singing on whatever he's looking at. The song resonate with something that I need to hear at that moment. When I wake up, there are certain things that go on. I see all of these signs throughout the day. Even when I scroll on the internet, like I said, I don't, unless it's music, then I search it up. But other than that, or it's like a movie. But when it comes to like actual things, if it ain't on the front page, I don't stress it. Everything is in alignment with me. Everything is down to the actual time on the clock. Everything I do, every step I take, everything. So, how in the world I missed this? How was it that I was looking at this thing and didn't see it? So like I said, I was keep hearing, it wasn't time yet. Wasn't time yet. And it was like, you had to believe, what I'm hearing, you had to believe in yourself. See, even though the bag of popcorn may had like a time on it, I didn't look at the instructions. I just went based off of the last time when I had popcorn, and the number that popped up there was, and I put that time up there, but the popcorn still got burnt, even though technically if I would have looked at the instructions, it's still the same time. But what made that different than the actual popcorn button? Why is it that I had to go through this trial to do it myself if the button was already there? And see, that's how life is. The thing about it is this. We got to believe in ourselves. Even though everything we need is already in us, in order for us to get to it, we got to believe that it's there. We got to believe in it even if we don't see it. It's no different than when I do these videos and stuff. Look at where I'm at, in the same spot. Okay, for the past some years, all right, same spot. But y'all only seen my videos for the past 7 years on the timeline for my videos. But listen to everything that I've said. Everything that I've said compared to what the world say, compared to what outsiders say, compared to what people say, all of that. I had to believe in what was in me. I had to believe what God told me. I had to believe in myself when no one else believed me. See, I had to believe there was a button there even though the button wasn't seen. I had to believe that I can go out here and make a difference in the world even though I didn't have proof of it. Proof. I didn't have proof. I had subliminal messages, but that's still not full proof. See, proof is when you finally get to the point you get in the area where everybody acknowledges you and you notice it. And that's what problem we have. The problem we have is we need proof. We need proof that something is real. So we need people to say you're doing amazing. We need people to say, oh, you're great. We need people to vote for us. We need people to look at us. We need people to acknowledge us. We need award shows. We need all of those things. The reason why we need it because that is what gives us our proof. If you don't, it is what it is. Go right there, baby. Real quick. Give me a second, y'all. Some blowing his nose. Give me a minute. Okay. But yeah, we always feel like we need proof. Proof that what we doing is right. You good? Do you need more tissue? Go get you some more tissue so he can have it. Give me a second. As always, I need to make sure he's straight. So give me a minute. You got enough. Okay. So the thing about it is we end up needing proof. And it's like, in one sense I get it. In one sense it's like it helps you to know I'm still on the right track. But the thing about it is, what if you are on the right track and you still don't have proof? It's like, for example, probably like a month into my videos, month or 2 months into my videos, I heard no one is watching your stuff. No one's going to see your videos. No one's going to look at it. That's what I heard. No one's going to look at your videos. No one's going to watch your stuff. And I know in my heart, I'm like, but I know my energy is strong. I know people got to be watching it. I know people got to be looking at it. I have to. It wasn't so much I needed the views. I just want to touch as many souls as possible. But even though I felt that something saying no one ain't paying attention to you, I didn't stop. I didn't stop. Especially when you sit back and you watch people out here in the world and they do less and get more. But then I had to realize, Toya, what are you doing this for? Who are you doing this for? Are you doing it for the people, for the vessels, or are you doing it for the souls? There's a difference. A soul can't click the like button. A soul can't sit back and say you're doing an amazing job. It's a soul. It has no context to it. It's just a form that's in this world. It's just a form. It doesn't have no gender, no nothing to it. It's a spirit, a lost spirit that just need direction. That's all it wants is direction. It need to get back to a home. So who are you doing this for? So I kept going and I kept going. Even though I could not see it. But I believe that no matter what, I'm gonna keep typing this how the timer. I'm gonna keep putting this timer, this number on the timer, so I can pop this popcorn. Cause I know this is gonna be an amazing movie that I'm gonna watch at the end. I know that I'm gonna be proud of what I have brought to the table, so I can be able to sit back in my chair and watch it all unfold. And even though sometimes the popcorn got burnt in the process, I still ate what I could eat and threw away what I couldn't. I didn't let the noise, I didn't let the thoughts, I didn't let those things stop me. Do y'all know in this process, technically, I don't have to do anything but exist. That's it. Exist. All I had to do was believe that I am who I am. That was it. Game over. That's all. That's all. But in my process, I realized, yeah, my main focus is the souls, but I can't talk to the vessels as well. That's why I decided to do these videos, so the vessels can know how to stand firm and be able to understand the spirit that's within inside of them. Sometimes we sit back and we want that popcorn button, that meat button, that defrost button, that, that timer button. It's like we want the things given to us. But the beauty of it is learning the process. Figuring out what's the perfect temperature. What's the perfect amount of time. What is the perfect setting. If something is always given, then when those things are gone, how are you going to understand it? Like, in order for the person to be able to say, put the popcorn in at this time, someone had to test out the different settings and times. Same way when it comes to somebody making a cake, someone had to figure out the perfect setting time. How about cookies? Now, when it comes to cookies, some people like soft cookies. Some people like chewy cookies. Some people like hard cookies. You had to figure out what was the perfect time. No different than boiling in the egg. Some people like a runny egg. Some people like a soft egg. Some people like a hard egg. If someone is always giving you the information on what the time's supposed to be, how you know that that time is what you need for your own life? How you don't know if you need to be a little bit harder? How you don't know if you need to be a little bit softer? How you don't know if you overcook? See, the beauty about all of these things is this. With the popcorn, sometimes you might be a little too much for people. And you got to understand that some people can handle you, some people can't. When it comes to those cookies, you have to realize some people you might need to be a little bit softer with. Some people you might need to be a little bit mild, like a little bit chewy. Will give them a little something to hold on to make them have to, drink that water so they can be able to get it down. And some people you just gonna have to be a little bit tough with. You understand? Even with that egg, you have to realize, even for yourself, you got to crack yourself. And when you crack yourself, you're going to find out, are you too soft? Are you too like liquidy, like half and half? Or are you too hard? But if you notice all of these things, what they need, heat. Heat. Every single one of these things need heat. And it gets hot. It gets real hot. But everybody looking for something cold. Easy. Just want the numbers and the buttons and everything to be there for you. You want someone to do the work for you. You want someone to tell you how long you need to be in that oven. How long you need to be in that water. How long you need to be in that microwave. And then you wonder when you come out why you are to their taste and liking and not to your own. So, in this process, sometimes maybe the answers ain't going to be right there for you. Maybe we got to look for it. You understand? And once you start doing the process, you start realizing you don't need no buttons after all. So I'm going to say it like this. In this process, we don't know how long our lives are on this earth, this round. But we're going to come back. At this present time, take the opportunity to stay and get in the heat. Just say, you know what, God, I'm tired of doing it my way. I'm going to take this heat the rest of this round. I'm going to go dive deep within myself, figure out what's going on with me, figure out what's wrong with me, figure out what I need to do to better myself. Fix the things I need to fix, cut off the things I need to cut off. I need to be able to know exactly what temperature I need to be in this fake tail world of stuff. I need to know how long I need to prep myself to be put in this oven. And I know when I get in this water, it's going to be hot. 'Cause I got to crack this shell to figure out all of these different things. All these different things. But I know that if I allow myself to go through this round the right way and allow myself to go through this heat, then the next round I can sit back and eat the popcorn the way I want it. And when I eat the popcorn the way I want it, now I don't have to do all this extra work. I can just press the buttons. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.